Warm greetings to everyone. Dear children, we are going to study the concepts of English grammar. So take out your Step Up English Grammar and Composition book. Today we are going to do chapter number 20, Subject Verb Agreement.
Of the topic is subject verb agreement. You can look at this picture and you can see that there is one singular picture and the other one is plural, wherein two persons are involved. And looking at this, you may see that it is written a dog is a faithful animal. Jenny and Rita are playing together, and the verbs are already highlighted here. Is the verb which is used with a singular noun, that is dog, and are is used with the plural noun, that is Jenny and Rita. So we are going to talk in detail about the subject and its verb and how do they agree with each other. What are the main objectives of the topic and why do we study about it? The students will be able to apply the subject-verb agreement rules with nouns compound in form but singular in meaning, compound subjects joined by correlative conjunctions, indefinite pronouns, compound subjects joined by coordinating conjunctions, subjects plural in form but singular in meaning, and collective nouns. Now let us go through a brief introduction of the topic. Dear students, before we actually start with, we must know that a verb must agree with their subjects. In the simple present tense, the verb for the third person singular subject takes an S ending, enjoys, has, does, is. The verb for the first and second person singular subject, I or you, does not take an S ending. Likewise, the verb for plural subjects have no S ending. Now, what do we understand by subject-verb agreement? Dear students, before we begin with the topic, I want you all to please open page number 82 of your book and relate the topic with your chapter. Do not be confused about the number of the subject by a phrase that comes between the subject and the verb. A letter from my parents explains my absence from school yesterday. You can see that the letter is written in a singular noun form and the verb here is having S at the end. The donations from our school help people in need, wherein the word donations is having S after it and the verb is without S. By looking at the examples, we can see that what is subject-verb agreement. Dear students, it means your subject and verb must match or agree in number. If you have a singular subject, then you must use a singular verb. The dog barks at every sound he hears. If you have a plural subject, then you must use a plural verb. For example, the dogs bark at every sound they hear. You can see that with dog we have used barks and with dogs we have used bark. This is actually known as subject-verb agreement. Let's be more clear with this slide. When a sentence is about one person or thing, we have to add S to the verb. Example is given here. Sophie drops the pencil and the dog jumps on the chair. You can see Sophie is a singular noun and drops is having S. Dog is also a singular noun wherein jump is having S along with it. Look at the next category. When a sentence is about more than one person or thing, do not add S. Addie and Beckett play outside. Addie and Beckett are the plural nouns. So we have not added S with play. Dogs jump on the table. Here we have dogs. Dogs is plural. So we have not added S with jump. Now, what do we understand by the subject of a sentence? Dear students, subject is a part of speech only. It could be a noun or a pronoun, and it usually comes in the beginning of the sentence. Definition of a subject, it names the person or maybe place or thing the sentences are talking about. Questions answered or role in the sentence tells who or what the sentence is about, and its usual location is subjects can come at the beginning, middle, or even at the end of the sentence, but usually they come in the beginning. Now we have to follow the rules which are given here. Subject verb agreement, either or neither, nor not only but also. It is a singular subject and it has auxiliary verb. The example is either he or his brother is guilty. Is guilty means feeling shameful. Not only Seema but also Tanim is coming. You can see that with the subjects either or and not only but, we are using the verb in singular only. It is having is. Either or neither nor, not only but also. Plural subject, auxiliary verb. Not only fishes but also frogs are able to live in water. So again, you can see not only fishes, we are talking about the fishes, and we are also talking about the frogs. So here we have used are because fishes is plural and frogs is also plural. Some more specific rules to be followed when we do this topic subject verb agreement. When a compound subject contains both a singular and a plural noun or pronoun joined by or nor, the verb should agree with the part of the subject that is nearer the verb. And the next rule is doesn't should be used only with a singular subject. Don't should be used only with a plural subject. The exception to this rule appears with the pronouns I and you. With these pronouns, the contraction don't should be used. Like I don't know, I don't want to eat, or I don't want to finish this work, or you don't talk to me, you don't play here, you don't go out. So we can see that these pronouns, the contraction don't should be used. We are using the contraction. And what do we understand by the word contraction? When we miss out a single letter, for example, do not, we have removed O and we have put a comma, inverted comma here. So it has become don't. And this word is known as a contraction. Now the basic rules which we have to follow again. Singular subjects must have singular verbs and plural subjects take plural verbs. Basic principle, singular subjects need singular verbs, plural subjects need plural verbs. And the example is given here. My brother is a nutritionist. My sisters are mathematicians. So we can see that is written here because it's only brother. And with sister, since it's a plural noun, we have written are verb. Now, what is a compound subject? A compound subject connected by and generally takes a plural verb. Example, mouse and keypad. Dear students, here in this sentence, the meaning of compound subject means wherein we have having more than one word as a subject. So you can see mouse and keypad both are considered as one subject, but they are having three words. That is why they are known as compound subject. They are parts of a computer. Compound subjects joined by either or neither nor take verbs that agree with the nearer subject. Either the teacher or the students prepare for the mass action. Now, how do verbs agree with the collective nouns? Use a singular verb with a collective noun acting as a single unit. Dear students, when we talk about a collective noun, for example, classroom, or for example, flock of birds, bunch of keys. So here, the collective nouns, we use a singular verb as a singular unit only. Use a plural verb when the individual members of the group are acting individually. We have to use a plural verb when the individual members of the group are acting individually. Now let's look at singular. The soccer team marches in the parade. Who marches in the parade? The soccer team. And look at the sentence in plural. The soccer team have made many different skills. You can see that team is a collective noun because team means a group of players. So with the team, it is considered as one single unit. We have used the verb marches. And here also team is a collective noun. So we have used have as the main verb. The next important rule is subject-verb agreement, the golden rule. If there is a singular subject, it means the verb ends in S. My mom respects me. You can see that respects, mom is the singular noun and the verb is having S. If there's a plural subject, then the verb does not end in S. You can see my mom, it is singular only, and dad, my mom and dad together, they become plural. So here with the plural nouns, we have not used S. We have written respect me. My mom and dad respect me. So this is the only thing which is to be understood in the topic subject-verb agreement. Few more rules with examples are here. The verb agrees with its subject even when the verb precedes the subject. Here is a copy of my report. Here are two copies of my report. So is a copy, are two copies. This is something to be noted, notice and noting down. Is singular, copy, singular. Are plural, copies is also plural. Where is Tanner? Where are Tanner and his brother? We are talking about only one noun, so we have used is. Here we are talking about two nouns, Tanner and his brother are together considered as one. So we have used are as the helping verb. Now, what should the subjects and verbs must agree? Dear students, this is something really important. You need to read and memorize these lines. Every sentence has a subject and a verb. No sentence is complete without a verb. These two must agree or sound right. If a subject is singular, then the verb is also considered singular. If a subject is plural, then the verb is also considered plural. To tell if subject or verb is singular or plural, look at the noun in the subject. Very, very important. Dear students, please write and memorize these important lines. Number means the form a word takes to indicate whether the word is singular or plural. And singular refers to one person or one thing, whereas plural refers to more than one person or thing. We have one more slide to show you a better explanation of this concept. Subject plus verb plus object. Dear students, object is the remaining part of the sentence apart from the subject. English sentences follow this order always. Subject, then verbs come in between, and then object comes. So the examples are she. She here is the subject, which is a pronoun. Likes is the verb in the first form. You can write V1 because we have used the word like and we have added S along with it. Object here is the ice cream. Now the person that does the action, person or thing being described, usually an action word can have present or past tense. So this is the explanation of the slide. Now again, look at these examples in which we already have the blanks covered with the words. When the subject of your sentence is a singular noun or pronoun, you must add an S to a present tense verb. For example, eat is the verb used. Josie eats too many sweets. So you can see that we have made eats by the word eat. Matt listens to music when he runs. Listen has become listens here because it is used with a singular noun, and same run is turned into runs because it is used with a singular pronoun. Practice, she practices basketball every day. Now we have used practices. We have put it in S form because the pronoun is singular. The dog naps for most of the day. My dog naps. Naps means a very short sleep. Exception is when the subject is or you do not add an S to a present tense verb. The next one is like, I like apples, but you like grapes. Again, you can see we have used the first form of verb. With you also, we have used the first form of verb. When the subject of your sentence is a plural noun or pronoun, the present tense verb remains the same. Perry and Bella play the violin. They invent many interesting things. One more slide wherein you have the rule breaker. The subject and the verb, they work together hand in hand. Singular subject, singular verb. If the subject is singular, the verb ends in S or ES. And rule breaker are the pronouns I and you, which are used as the subjects. Example, Sam reads storybooks, and we can write on our own also, I read story books. With Sam we have used reads. We have put a S along with the word, and with I we have used read only. Singular pronouns take singular verbs, plural pronouns takes plural verbs. The same rule implies with nouns also. She is a diligent worker. Diligent means very loyal, faithful, hardworking. They are diligent workers. Look at the subject and look at the verb, dear students. She is, she is. They are, they are. He wants to be rich, we want to be rich. He again singular, so we have wants. We again plural, so we have only want. These are the basic things which you have to remember and avoid committing mistakes. When a compound subject includes one affirmative and one negative part, make the verb agree with the affirmative part. You, not she, are allowed. Singular subject, wherein one person or object is there. Plural subject, two or more persons or objects are there. For the singular verb, we can say S or ES form. Plural verb, base or simple form is to be used. Examples are here comes Rex. Here come Rex and Tim. Comes with Rex, come with Rex and Tim. There goes the culprit, goes, because it's singular. Where there go the culprit. So you can make out the difference yourself. Now in inverted sentences, make the verb agree with the real subject, which usually follows the verb. There was only one person who disagreed with the president. Dear students, look at this beautiful slide in which we have a few more examples for your concept clarity. Single subject, single verbs. The dog chases the cat. You can see that with dog, we have put an S before or after the word chase, chases. The student works hard, works. Suzanne drives to work. So single subject and verb ending with S. One more slide. Two dogs are sitting on the grass. Where are the dogs sitting? They are sitting on the grass because it's plural. Then the next one is one dog is sitting on the grass. Who is sitting on the grass? Only one dog. So the dogs are, dog is. This is actually known as subject-verb agreement when the verb agrees according to the subject. Many people dash fond of pets. Many people. People is itself is a plural word. And here we have to choose anyone, is, am, or are. So we'll choose are. Many people are fond of pets. The owl sleeps all day. The owls sleep all day. Very minor differences there, but it makes a big difference. Owl sleeps. Owls sleep. It's vice versa. What is the subject in a sentence? It is the person or thing doing the verb. The pig eats all day. Who is doing the action? Who is performing the action? Or who is doing the work? The pig is doing the work. So pig is the subject. The owl sleeps all day. Again, who is doing the action? Owl. So owl becomes the, subject, wherein sleeps is the verb. Eats agree with pig and sleeps agree with owl. So it becomes subject-verb agreement. So dear students, we have a small worksheet for you wherein the sentences are given in fill-ups and you have your choices given in the blanks. The first one is already done for you. The lights turn on automatically. There are the words written to turn. You have to adjust accordingly. The next one, the phone dashed 3 times before the answering machine picks up. The phone rang, it could be rang or it could be the phone rings. And the rest of the blanks you are going to solve on your own. One more slide is there with the revision work. There are choices given towards the right side. You have to pick up the appropriate choice and fill in this blank. Another slide wherein you are having the multiple choice answers and you have to pick up the best one and the correct one. So with this, dear students, I hope the concept of the exercise of unit, 23 must have been clear to you, wherein you are given a detailed explanation about subject-verb agreement. So I request you all to please revise this topic, read the chapter, and complete the exercises given in your book. And thank you so much for listening to this video.